California isn't called the Golden State for nothing. It easily holds sway as one of the most beautiful in America. And that's not surprising. It has 9 of the 60-plus national parks, not to mention a ton of federally protected nature reserves and other wildlife areas. It has a lengthy coastline of unrivaled scenic beauty and mountains, deserts, and forests. So if you're planning a trip to the best national parks in California or curious to see if it's the spot for your next road trip or vacation, keep watching. Joshua Tree National Park. It might seem weird to put a national park that's basically a desert at the top of this list, but trust us, this spot is one of those places you'll remember visiting for the rest of your life. Joshua Tree National Park is named after the wacky yucca trees that dot the landscape, though you'll also encounter lots of wild cactus and other prickly plants as you hike the trails. This is a remote location. It takes about 2.5 hours to drive there from LA and San Diego, so those who prefer less touristy destinations will love this park. Plan to go in the spring when the temperatures are on the milder side and the wildflowers are in bloom. It's also a perfect place for rock climbing, camping, and stargazing. Channel Islands National Park. If you're a fan of getting back to nature, a trip to the Channel Islands National Park is for you. This remote chain of 5 islands is only accessible by boat. You need to buy tickets for the ferry, which departs from either Oxnard or Ventura. The boats are only available 2 to 4 days a week, April through early November, so plan accordingly. There are no services on the island aside from basic campgrounds, so don't expect the resort lifestyle. You need to pack not just your tent, but also all your food and water. One of the best ways to see the Channel Islands is by kayak, so the park attracts seasoned sea kayakers and hikers and wildlife watchers. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already, and stick around for more national parks in California. Santa Monica Mountains National Recreation Area. The Santa Monica Mountains tower over LA. You've probably spotted them if you've visited the city and wondered what they might be like to trek into. Well, it's time to book a trip there and wonder no more. These picturesque mountains offer a rugged outdoor escape like no other. More than 500 miles of trails take you through star attractions like the Solstice Canyon, the original Paramount Ranch, and Point Mugu State Park. And it includes the beaches of Malibu. There's only one campground with a 10-person minimum for each site, so it's an excellent park for large families or trips with friends. Pinnacles National Park. Another place for admiring the spring wildflower super blooms is the Pinnacles National Park. The flowering shrubs and plants, such as lupines, fiesta flowers, and poppies, thrive in the area's fertile volcanic soil. This unique park lies just 80 miles southeast of San Jose, so not too far of a drive for families. Set up camp at the Pinnacles Campground, the only official campground in the park, and hit the trails from there. The unique tower-like rocks that dot the landscape, formed by an eruption of several volcanoes over 23 million years ago, are perfect for hiking and climbing through. There are also woodlands full of old oak trees, canyons, and caves to explore. Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks. The Sequoia National Park and Kings Canyon National Park are most famous as the home of the Sierra Nevada mountains. These picturesque mountains are packed to the brim with massive ancient trees, vast valley vistas, and dramatic canyons. Be sure to stop at General Sherman, an enormous tree with a 36-foot diameter trunk. Another must-see site is the marbled walls of Crystal Cave. If you're into multi-day hiking trips, plan to spend more time in Kings Canyon. Much of this park is only accessible by foot with a well-stocked backpack. These two parks sit side by side and are a bit harder to get to, so people usually combine them into one visit. Death Valley National Park. If you're into a unique vacation destination, you'll be blown away by the landscapes in Death Valley National Park. Death Valley gets its name from its bleak yet beautiful desert environment. It has reached record temperatures of 130 degrees Fahrenheit, the hottest on the Earth. And on a winter's night, it can get deathly cold. Not to mention, there are abandoned mine shafts to watch out for. But those willing to brave the conditions will be heartily rewarded with unrivaled views and endless starry skies. There's even a spot known as the Artist's Palette, where the landscape has been painted in vibrant colors by ancient volcanic activity. Devil's Postpile National Monument. Devil's Postpile isn't exactly a national park, but it's a must-have on your California nature adventure bucket list. This protected national monument, located in the Sierra Nevada mountains, features incredible towers of columnar basalt up to 60 feet tall. The area is just off the popular Pacific Crest Trail, so there are all kinds of things to see and do nearby as well. Hike the 8 miles of trails that encircle the monument, visit Rainbow Falls, named for the mist rainbows created at the base of the waterfall, or camp at one of the 5 nearby Forest Service campgrounds in Red's Meadow Valley. Yosemite National Park. You're in California, of course you have to visit Yosemite. Yosemite is quite honestly enormous. You could spend your entire vacation there and not run out of things to see and trails to hike. The most famous sites include Yosemite Falls, Half Dome, and El Capitan, but we also recommend traveling Glacier Road or Tioga Road for the views. Oh, and if you're after a magical winter wonderland experience, plan a Yosemite hike and camping trip for the cold months. Golden Gate National Recreation Area. Did you know there's public parkland on either side of San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge? The Golden Gate National Recreation Area has acres of redwood forest and miles of hiking trails. There are even 4 campgrounds to choose from, but they're popular, so be sure to make a reservation. Best of all, the Golden Gate Parklands feature dog-friendly areas, so it's a great destination for those hoping to vacation with their furry family. Point Reyes National Seashore. Looking for a bit of beach action? Then Point Reyes National Seashore is for you. It's as much home to famed places like Venice Beach as it is to sea cliffs teeming with wildlife. Pitch your tent in one of the 5 campgrounds. Then adventure out into the 100-square-mile park for everything from animal spotting, think Tool elk and gray whales, to swimming. Be sure to visit the historical 1870 Point Reyes Lighthouse while you're there. King Range National Conservation Area. If you're after a bit of adventure, the King Range National Conservation Area is the place for you. This park is administered by the U.S. Department of Interior's Bureau of Land Management, BLM, and it was the first area in America to get the Conservation Area designation. King Range is probably most famous for extreme sports activities like surfing, mountain biking, and some serious hiking. Keep in mind you need a permit to camp here. Lassen Volcanic National Park. It's hard to understand why Lassen Volcanic National Park is the least visited of California's parks, but we're not complaining. Fewer visitors means you have more chance of having the trails all to yourself. Start early in the morning and head to the Emerald Green Ridges Lakes or the pristine alpine lakes like Lake Helen. If you really want to challenge yourself, tackle the steep but steady 2.5-mile hike to Lassen Peak and down again. There's a bit of wild camping available in the woodland areas, but you'll need a 4-wheel drive vehicle to get there. Redwood National and State Parks. The Redwood National and State Parks are probably the most well-known and most underrated parks in California. Their defining feature is the towering coastal redwood tree, which proudly takes the title of World's Tallest Tree Species. But few know the area is also home to flowing rivers, immense prairies, and almost 50 miles of untouched coastline. Explore the family-friendly trails off Howland Hill Road or hike to Klamath River Overlook for some gray whale watching, if you're lucky. Camp for a few days to take advantage of the extensive backcountry trail networks deeper into the parks. Now it's time to hear from you. Are there any other adventure areas you'd like to add to this list? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.